Good evening. On behalf of Chairman Zenkin and the Board of Selectmen, welcome. Bob's wishes are that we conduct a very short program so that he'll have an opportunity to meet with you personally during the rest of the evening.
Except for refill, I'm going to dominate the mic.
Okay. Except for Bob, who recently concluded 3 hours of interviews without a note, yet he came in with 20 pages tonight. So be prepared. But again, we do have a short program. Bob does want to get an opportunity to meet with you, renew old friendships. So we have a short speaking program, and we'll begin with Selectman Ralph Patudo. Thank you.
I hate mics. They don't allow mics in the courtroom. However, it's a real pleasure to be here tonight and also to recognize so many individuals that came tonight to honor Bob and his family. And I'm not up here for a long time, a very short time, because tonight is Bob's time. And I just have a few notes I'd just like to bring to your attention that I think are noteworthy. Tonight is a special night for all of us that know Bob Mercier. Tonight we honor Bob Mercier and his service to the town of Burlington. We also honor Bob's family, his wife Rose, his daughters Kay, Amy, and of course, granddaughter Hannah. Why? It's simple. Because they let Burlington keep him for a long time. And we appreciate that, believe me. In the worst financial times that I can remember, and I've been told since the Great Depression, Bob has navigated the town on the correct course. Burlington has fared well under Bob's professionalism, knowledge, and honesty. Bob established Burlington as a competitor along the Route 128, Route 3 corridor in the business community. Bob has always been concerned about the residential tax rate, which proudly we say averaged since 2006 in the 2 to 4% bracket, while providing all the services and amenities residentials around us would be proud to accept, believe me. No fees, great schools, great police, fire, DPW, recreation. We have it all here in Burlington. And notably, since 2006, when I first was elected on the Board of Selectmen, I'd just like to bring your attention to some of the great programs, recreation opportunities, and business opportunities Bob, because of his professional stature and respect in the business community, has brought to the town of Burlington. Northeastern University, George Costa Homeland Security Center. What a huge accomplishment that was for Burlington. The Leahy Clinic agreement with the town to pay us certain sums, and last year also included in that a new van for the Council on Aging. The Terrace Hall Sewer project, which is a huge project, $7 million. It's in the long overdue, and Bob has been on top of that since we decided to go forward with that plan. The PDDs on the Nordblum, Northwest Park, and the Gutierrez property, which establishes Burlington as welcoming in first-class businesses, restaurants, and the amenities that go along with them. His commitment to the infrastructure of the town. The infrastructure of the town needs a lot of attention and a lot of money. Bob has recognized that. Going forward, in our going 20-year and 10-year infrastructure plan, we have put and targeted a lot of money to redo a lot of buildings in the town of Burlington. In closing, I must say, that personally, as a chairman of the board for 2 years, that Bob made it easy, he made it comfortable, he understood, he gave advice, good advice. He also made good decisions, offered us common sense solutions to a lot of the problems, and his professionalism, honesty, has always been recognized throughout Massachusetts, not just in Middlesex County. Everybody knows Bob Mercier is the town administrator in Burlington, and we were so lucky to have him for so long. And I'm going to end this little speech right now and ask for an applaud for our town administrator, Bob Mercier.
Thank you, Selectman Patudo. Our next speaker is representing the town department heads. He's our town treasurer. He served for 35 years in the position, and he has a 30-year relationship with Bob. Brian Curtin.
Thank you, Phil. That's a tough one to follow, Ralph. Nice job. I think we all should have compared notes before we came up here to speak, because I think we're all going to be a little bit redundant. My speech is a little shorter than Ralph's because Bob requested us to be brief. He says, if you take away from the drinking time and I can't watch the NCAA basketball games, you'll ruin my evening. So seeing it's his night, I wanted to do what he wanted. As Phil said, I'm here to speak on behalf of the department heads. I got nominated because I'm probably the second oldest besides Bob, and he's a little older than me. The reason that Burlington, as Ralph said, has one of the lowest tax rates in the state, a AA+ credit rating, 10 million in reserves, one of the best school systems in the state, a recreation department that is the envy of every town, is because of Bob Mercier. He has managed this town well and has allowed his department heads to do their job. Bob has guided this community from a small town with a budget of 23 million in 1980 to a town budget of 110 million in fiscal year 2013. Bob's done this with very little fanfare, always being fair and humane when making difficult decisions about personnel, budgets, and the overall taxing provisions to residents. Bob's a true professional, as Ralph indicated. He's worked hard to create a Burlington that is a great community to both work and to live in. Bob has managed and helped create a well-developed and thriving community that's the envy of every town manager and resident. As Phil said, I've known Bob for 32 years. I've worked side by side with him for 19 of those years. It's been an honor and a privilege. Bob's sense of humor, his unique management style, created a work environment that allowed his department heads to work independently, allowing them the ability to achieve their goals. His management style is fair, open, and unique. He is a consensus builder that has allowed all department heads to be proud of what we have accomplished for Burlington. I wish Bob, Rose, Amy, Katie good health and happiness. I know Bob is crazy about his granddaughter Hannah. He'll now be able to, I know, spend more time and develop her basketball skills, which I know will be an important family trait. Bob deserves the retirement he's about to embark on. He's worked hard to earn it, but I have a strange feeling that we haven't seen the end of Bob Mercier. I hope Bob will consider moving back here with his family, and hopefully he will develop and enjoy the town that he has nurtured for the last 19 years. God bless you and your family, Bob. You certainly are going to be missed.